So I'm one of those doctors that can admit when I'm wrong and when I mess something up, and I missed something important in that video, and that is that the Mediterranean diet, which is of course the most evidence-based diet for positive mental health outcomes, that is not necessarily Mediterranean food. It's more of a dietary style that emphasizes certain food groups and minimizes others. So there are principles to the Mediterranean diet about including whole grains, including lots of fruits and veg, about eating intentionally, right? Like sitting down ideally socially when we're having our meals, about minimizing red meats, minimizing processed foods. But what I like about the Mediterranean diet is that there's nothing that you have to eat and there's nothing that you can't eat, right? So it's not saying you can never eat red meat. It's just saying that that shouldn't be like a main staple in your diet. It's not saying that you have to eat blueberries every day. It's just saying that like blueberries are one of many delicious options that you can have as produce throughout your day, right? So it's not like keto, it's not vegan, where there are certain things that really you have to include or that you have to exclude. Everything can fit in a brain healthy diet. We just want to be watching out kind of the proportions of those things. On that note, lots of different types of cuisines can fit into a Mediterranean diet. So one that I give an example of a lot is like a burrito bowl. It's rice, it's a protein, often beans, right? It's gonna have veggies on it, it's gonna have salsa, it can have sour cream, it can have avocado, healthy fats, it can have all of these things, and that's what we might consider like Mexican food, but it's a Mediterranean diet meal. Or I really like to make fried rice a lot, and that's more of like Asian food, but it's got a grain, it's got veggies, I use healthy fats, I use eggs a lot of time as protein. You can even take more kind of traditional foods, continental foods like a burger, and swap out the beef for a salmon patty, swap out the bun for a whole grain bun. Now you've taken really like continental, traditional American foods. I know a burger is really German, but you've taken something really familiar, and you didn't have to like eat Mediterranean food. You didn't have to have a gyro, you didn't have to have falafels, you didn't have to like try something oh so new and intimidating. You could take something you're already eat and enjoy and shift it into something that you can still eat and enjoy, but aligns more with those Mediterranean diet principles. So I hope that makes sense. And to answer the question of like what I eat the most of, like I said, a lot of fried rice. I do eat a lot of pasta, and then I'm adding veggies, I'm adding healthy fats, I'm adding good protein sources to it. Those are really quick on weeknights. And these aren't necessarily like Mediterranean meals, but they're foods that can still align with the Mediterranean diet and can still help me take care of my physical and mental health. If you want more inspiration for things that I actually cook and eat in my own kitchen, I have a playlist on my TikTok with recipes that I like make. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I post pictures there of food that I'm eating a lot, so there's other inspiration over there. I hope that that's kind of what you're looking for, and take care of yourselves, guys.